round of applause to Shilpa and give her a very warm welcome to join us at our opening address at the Win Lounge today.
First of all, this is just such an amazing room. Like, it is such a proud moment today to be a female in technology and doing the things we love and being able to showcase the power of community. We see this in the room today. We see this in New York City with Knicks winning, Knicks in 5, if you guys are big New York Knicks fans. We saw community come together, we saw culture come together, we saw people together celebrating one common cause, and I think we're seeing that more and more as we center around automation, we center around topics like climate change, we center around creativity. It's really the female brain that is being able to drive some of these creative juices and really be transformative in the way we think.
Yeah, I've always felt in my career that being a female engineer has been a superpower. So
I request all of you to please give a round of applause to Shilpa and give her a very warm welcome to join us at our opening address at the Win Lounge today. And Vikas is one of the brightest minds in creativity, business, media and technology, and how everybody's coming together to share these ideas, challenges and assumptions. So let's see what's going to shape us next. But thank you so much for joining us, Shilpa, and would love to know a bit more about your journey, but I'm going to hand over to you.
Oh, thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. That was so kind. Please, thank you to Supi, and thank you for having me today. What a beautiful morning here today in Cannes. I will move right out, that's what I've been told. And so, first of all, this is just such an amazing room. Like, it is such a proud moment today to be a female in technology and doing the things we love and being able to showcase the power of community. We see this in the room today. We see this in New York City with Knicks winning, Knicks in 5, if you guys are big New York Knicks fans. We saw community come together, we saw culture come together, and we saw people together celebrating one common cause. And I think we're seeing that more and more as we center around automation, we center around topics like climate change, we center around creativity. It's really the female brain that is being able to drive some of these creative juices and really be transformative in the way we think. So yesterday I had the honor to speak at a panel at Cannes Lions at the conference, and we talked about what does the future of AI look like? And the question was, where do we see us going in the next 18 months? And for some of you, that might feel like that's a long time. 18 months, wasted space. The campaigns that we built that were paused felt like wasted spend. And then the creators' offline hours feel like lost impressions. So we're always chasing this thing that feels like we can't do enough, we don't have enough time. And the same thing that kept us working harder and faster and longer is actually giving that downtime back to us. And that's what AI is doing for our lives. It's basically transforming the downtime that we have and allowing us to have more of it by switching us from being the doers to actually being the creative thinkers. And so one of the real questions that we've been having throughout this past week isn't whether AI can do the work, because we know AI is fully capable. The real question is, when these agents are working 24/7, the human operating system was never intended to work 24/7. So we're going to be getting a lot of this downtime back by letting the agents do a lot of the work that we would do. So the question becomes, how are we building alignment with these very capable machines? And so one of the things I think is important to just get us centered for the rest of the day, because we have a very exciting lineup that the Win Network has put together for every single one of you, from thinking about creative, imagination, metrics, measurement, performance, and at the end, how do we all win together as a community? We got here, so if you think about it, that's a big mission, but it's moving really fast, and I wanted to just kind of align us on how fast we're moving. So to get a perspective, generative AI reached half the planet in just 3 years. In 3 years. And that same adoption of 50% global adoption, it took 7 years for the internet, and it took 15 years for the PC. So we are moving at the fastest that we've ever seen in any technology trend. It is the most aggressive adoption curve and is restructuring our industries from inside and out. And so what does that mean for you as you think about your organizations? AI is really becoming something, AI is not, and AI is shifting from being a tool-based experience to actually being something you direct. And that co-pilot that you use is actually transforming into a crew, or a command center that you're actually using as an orchestrator across all of the automation skills that you're building within your organization. And so I want you to just remember that the world is shifting, the way we're experiencing AI is transforming, and that speed is happening so quickly. So you might be thinking, what are some practical tips that you can take back to your organization? And so I wanted to share 3 things with you. One is that you want to make sure that when you're experiencing AI, whichever tool you used, stop asking it for the perfect prompt. It's not about typing. You want to build your guardian angel or your guardian agent. And this is a relatively new concept, and this is something that we've been exploring in all of the big tech companies, is that when you have 50+ autonomous agents basically doing all of these specialized tasks for your organization so you can have that time for creative judgment, those tasks can sometimes go in their own direction, right? We've seen that happen. Sometimes you'll ask it for a prompt, it'll build a caption for you, and it might not be the right answer. And then you actually have to tell them and ask them, is this correct? Is this what I want you to do? Is this the right creative campaign I want to run? Is this the right audience I want to reach? And sometimes when you see systems do that, that's actually called an unoptimized override. So that system is basically saying, we think this is the most efficient answer, and you're saying, no, I'm actually telling you it's not the most efficient answer for my organization. So when you experience moments like that, that's where you need to really think about this guardian agent that's going to protect your entire ecosystem. So this guardian agent is going to build the controls that you want, the brand safety regulations, the compliance guidelines, everything that you want to make sure stay within your guardrails is what the guardian agent's going to do. So anytime you have all of these agents responding to a prompt that you shared, the guardian agent's going to make sure it stays within your own boundaries so that you can sleep at night. The third thing is build